I don't know how many people are going to be watching this because this is a bit of a test. So there's some team news, and Nuno, in his first game in charge, has made two specific changes. The first of which is up front, and the second will come as no surprise, being in midfield. Now, we heard earlier today that James Ward-Prowse did not travel with the rest of the squad. I'm waiting on confirmation on the subs bench, but the team news for tonight is as follows. With the two changes, Magassa makes his debut, makes his start, should I say, and Nicholas Fullkrug is back in the starting lineup. So those are the two changes. So the rest of the team is as is. I thought that Nuno would go with the back three, but he hasn't done so. He's gone with, stayed with the back four. Areola in goal, Walker-Peters, Mavropanos, Kilman, and Diouf at the back. We got Fernandes and Magassa in the pivot with Paqueta just in front, Bowen and Somerville either side, and Fullkrug up front. Now, why these changes? Well, Nuno's known for his pragmatic style, his compact shape, counter-attacking threat, and a midfield that doesn't get bullied. That's exactly what this 11 seems to be about. He stayed with the back four with Magassa commissioned to protect the back line in a deep line central midfield role. He's going to offer that defensive solidity, especially away from home. Diouf and Walker-Peters will give width and recovery pace. They've got pace to burn. Kilman and Mavropanos are the two that hopefully will keep things tight. Kilman, of course, is one of Nuno's old lieutenants from Wolves, so no surprise he's kept faith with him. Let's hope that the two have been, over the last couple of days that they've been with Nuno, that they've been practicing how to clear headers and not playing the zonal defence marking. Instead, they're going to be man marking. In midfield, Ward-Prowse, we know his set pieces are good, no doubt. But Magassa, well, he's raw, he's rangy, and he's got bite. Nuno's clearly prioritising physicality for defensive cover. Now, Fernandes beside him, I think Fernandes is going to be one of the hardest working players tonight, because I think he's going to be the box-to-box player that we're going to be expecting. 1 minute he's going to be helping to defend, doing that double pivot. The next minute he's going to be moving forward to help in attack. And in attack itself, Callum Wilson didn't really have the best of times last time out. He looked isolated against Palace. Fullkrug, on the other hand, is a proper target man, a big lad, good in the air, and can hold up play. With Bowen and Somerville buzzing around him, his front three could cause Everton a few problems. What I'm expecting is we're going to be doing the counter-attack, getting that ball down the wing, and I think we're going to be looking at Diouf trying to get that ball onto Fullkrug's head at every opportunity. Somerville with his pace and trickery, Bowen with his directness. Nuno wants them to hit Everton on the break. Fullkrug will be that anchor up front. Why these changes? Well, let's not sugarcoat it. We're 19th in the table at the moment. 5 losses in 6. The Potter experiment fizzled out, and now Nuno's got to steady the ship. The first 11 isn't flashy, but it looks like it's functional. It's about stopping the rot and finding and grinding out results. And look, Everton away is never easy. They're physical, they're direct, they'll test our resolve. Nuno's gone with players who I hope he can trust, who are going to dig in and fight. I've seen mixed reviews online about Nuno dropping Ward-Prowse and it being harsh. Others are buzzing to see the likes of Fullkrug up front. I think it's the right call. I think Magassa has shown his worth, especially against Tottenham when he came on for the half an hour. He's got energy, and I think we need players that are going to sort of have that pace and energy and move the ball fast when we hit Everton on the break. The first 11 tells me that Nuno may not necessarily like to play pretty football, but I bet it's going to be effective football. So just to reconfirm again, the starting lineup is as is. Areola in goal. We've got the back four. Here we go. It's been confirmed now. So we've got the back four with Walker-Peters, Mavropanos, Kilman, and Diouf up front, and Diouf on the left. And then we've got, let me see if I've got anything wrong here. No, it's exactly as it is. The thing that I want to say about subs, I put Hermanson down. That's correct. I've got Igor there. I've got Wilson there. Guilherme. Rodriguez is the one I didn't put in. Scarles is there. Potts is back in on the bench. Irving and Marshall is on the bench. So that's interesting. I'm really pleased that Marshall's there as well. So it's a decent enough bench. The only one I got wrong is, so which one have I? Oh, Todibo is the one that shouldn't be there. So it's Rodriguez instead of Todibo. Otherwise, that bench is, as you can see it there. Interesting about Todibo. Of course, we've heard about the rumors about him not applying himself, turning up late, can't be bothered, etc., etc. And and those who watched my show on Sunday when I talked about what might happen under Nuno, it looks like there'll be a few casualties. The ones I picked out were possibly James Ward-Prowse and Todibo, and looks like I might be right there. It looks like when it comes to the January transfer window, we might cut our losses, move them on in order to get other players in. But the news is, as I'm sure you've already now know, apart from Rodriguez, I've got wrong. He's actually on the bench instead of Todibo. Otherwise, the bench is as is. And the first starting 11, Areola, Walker-Peters, Mavropanos, Kilman, Diouf. I put in a pivot 2, but it could be a 3, a 4-3-3 of Fernandez. Magassa gets his first start. Paqueta. And then up front, we've got Bowen, Somerville, and Fullkrug. Expect a lot of counter-attacking. Expect a lot of defending. Expect a lot of balls going straight onto Fullkrug's head. What I'm expecting Fullkrug to do tonight is literally goal hang. You know, a bit like Chris Wood did under a Nuno team at Nottingham Forest. That's what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting Fullkrug to just stand there and wait for the ball to just hit him on the head from Diouf. This is short and sweet because I'm actually going to do a watch along. I haven't done a watch along for a long time, so I know it's going to go wrong. But do come and join me for the watch along. I'm going on about, I don't know, 10 to 7 or something, 10 to 8, sorry, something like 10 to 7. It is 10 to 7 already, isn't it? I'm going on about 10 to 7. So do come and watch a watch along with me. What could possibly go wrong? My link will go down, or it won't work, or I'll be about 5 minutes late on the link that I've got. But hey, come on. That's what you expect from the West Ham voice, isn't it? Anyway, that's the news. Short and sweet. And you're going to catch up with me again in an hour's time, and we'll do a watch along together. Let's hope. I'm looking forward to this. I want to see what happens. Do I mind counter-attacking football? Look, if it gives us the result that we want, then no, I don't mind. I've always advocated, I don't mind possession football. Of course, we all love to watch possession-based football. It'd be wonderful. But so long as possession-based football has got an outcome, then we all love possession-based football. When possession-based football doesn't have an outcome, that's when it kind of worries me. That's when it makes me start wondering, well, what's the point of having possession if you're not doing anything with it? Do I think it's harsh on Ward-Prowse to be dropped? I think there's probably been words between Nuno and Ward-Prowse, and I think Ward-Prowse knows where he lies, where he stands with this team. It's business, unfortunately. Nuno's got to come and win us games. And if he thinks that we can do it without Ward-Prowse, then he's going to hopefully prove that point tonight. I'm pleased that Magassa's starting. I like him. Young, dynamic. That midfield all of a sudden looks very, very different, doesn't it? It's got pace in it. It's got dynamism. It's got flair in it. It's got a bit of everything. I'm glad that Magassa's starting. Like I say, that could be a 3. So you might not see Paqueta in the middle there. You might see Paqueta to the left of Magassa. Magassa is going to be the pivot. What I'm hoping for is our defense. I hope our defenders have been drilled to manage heading the ball away when it comes into the box. That's the important thing. Let's make sure we don't, none of this zonal rubbish, man for man marking, proper players marking proper players. We don't want someone who's 6'5" at Everton being marked by Somerville, for example, do we? We want to see proper man marking. I'm sure Fullkrug would play his part there as well. That's the team news. West Ham United, the first Nuno starting 11, 2 changes. Magassa in for Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse hasn't travelled with the squad, and Fullkrug is back in for Wilson. And the only difference there on the bench, as I said, is Todibo's not there, but Rodriguez is. Otherwise, that's it. I'll be back for the live watch along. Do join me. I'm sure it'll be fun, and we can all have a laugh at each other when my link goes down. You know what I'll do before I go? I'll look at your comments, because I'm surprised anyone even thought I was going to be. This was a test. I only set it up about 5 minutes before I went live. So, usual, all the best for time. Thank you very much, mate. Much love. Thank you, Harry. Much appreciated, mate. Toho, good evening to you. Doing a watch? I am. Come and sit with me, and let's all laugh at the fact that I can't get a link. Josh, I hope you're doing. I'm very well. It is confirmed. I couldn't find it. It is confirmed now. Kevin, good evening to you. I'm very well. I hope you are too. Mark, good evening, mate. Quite an attacking lineup. Well, they're going to have to do a lot of defending. Is it quite attacking? I guess it is in a way. And when you think Fernandez is quite attack-minded, Bowen, Somerville, then we've got Fullkrug, Paqueta. He can't defend to save his life, can he? I think Magassa is going to be. Actually, I said earlier on that I think Fernandez is going to be the busiest player on the pitch. I think actually I'll take that back. I think Magassa is going to be the busiest player on the pitch. Very excited. You're all very. Good evening to you, Kansas. I hope you're well. Good evening, Stephen. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. Harry, Vicente West Ham Valencia, triple for the win. Special one. Good evening to you. I hope you're well. Still no Todibo or maybe Aaron Wan-Bissaka really did have a tummy bug or a tummy injury. Todibo, it looks like something's going on there. We've heard all the rumors, of course, in terms of him having yet more fallouts. He's had a fallout with three managers now in a row, hasn't he? Has he got an attitude problem? Josh, I'm happy that with that lineup. I'm nervous, though. I'm trying to be realistic and telling myself not to get ahead of myself. I'm trying to be hopeful. Be hopeful. Queen, good evening to you. Who's the bloke above Souček? Who's the bloke above Souček? Let's have a look. That is Mohamedou Kante from the under-21s. Ed, good evening to you. I hope you're well. Thank you very much, Ed. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you for that. Hasib, good evening to you. I like the lineup. Kante, it is Kante. Jamie, the 11 looks good. Let's hope the team gains some confidence from Nuno, as that could be the key over the choice of players. Well, look, we don't want to make James Ward-Prowse the forward guy, but he wasn't great, was he? You know, and I don't blame him for getting picked. You know, he can't help being picked, but he wasn't doing it, was he? Kansas, we need a big January transfer window to get some more pacey midfielders and strikers in and sell James Ward-Prowse. We're not going to have a big January transfer window. We will have a couple of changes. We may actually see the likes of Ward-Prowse and Todibo going out on loan. And I dare say the only way we're going to get players in is maybe bringing players in on loan as well. I'm not seeing big wholesale changes in January. I'm very well, Jamie. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Good evening to you, Hammers Football. I hope you're all well. Hasib, I'd sell James Ward-Prowse and Todibo. If we get a buyers, you know, it's all fine. Wanting to sell them, you've actually got to find buyers for them, which is why I think maybe, just maybe, they might go out on loan. Daz, good evening to you. I hope you're well. Unforgiven, good evening to you. Would have liked to have seen Potts given a start, but happy to see no James Ward-Prowse. Potts is on the bench. Look, depending on how the game is going, I'm really glad that Potts is back on the bench. And I dare say, given that he's a defensive midfielder, we might see a bit of Potts. If we're winning and we want to protect that lead, you know, Potts quite possibly could be the man to come on. Magassa, I like as a DM. He will sit between Mavro and Kilman. Don't forget his natural position. You're absolutely spot on there. That's a really, really good shout, English Yardie. His natural position is indeed a centre-back. He's been progressed to a central defensive midfielder. So you can see the logic there. Yeah, absolutely. Good shout. Special one. I can't defend any players now. Nuno's proven. 7th last season. Hang on, mate. You know, let's see where we go with this. Gregory, if West Ham loses, obviously, it's because of your watch along. Thanks for that. Thanks for putting me right on the spot there, mate. Good evening, Sharky. I hope you're well. Trudge, yeah, gutted. No Aaron Wan-Bissaka for Grealish. He must genuinely, but not. But I saw a photo. If you go and look at the photos in the first training session that Nuno held, you'll see Aaron Wan-Bissaka sitting on some green buggy or something. I don't know what he's doing on that, but he was there. But don't know if he took part in the training itself. Kenny, would you take Gabriel Jesus and Robin Neves? Yes, I probably would. Both of them. I don't know if we need any more midfielders. I think we need more cover in defence and certainly a different kind of striker. But yes, James, thank you. You didn't have to, but thank you so much. Loving the starting 11. Looks like Nuno wants to make a statement. Morel, I like the lineup. Absolutely. DA, good evening, mate. I hope you're well. Darren, good evening, mate. I hope you're well. Evening, no Wall Prowse didn't even travel. Paul, that's why people need to subscribe and put on notifications. It's my fault. I only set this up literally 5 minutes before I came on, but no excuses for the watch along. That's already up and ready to roll. Darren, oh, sorry, we did that one. Hammers TV. Let's not believe everything we read. Look, who believes that Potter is going to take over at Man United? Leave off. Right, I've heard that it's going to be Southgate. Right, good evening, mate. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining. Who else we got here? Kim Joe, how are you, mate? I hope you're well. We need to forward and summon out, and we need to forward and summon out the back. You need to explain what that means, or maybe you just mistyped. At least the set piece coach is gone. God, that was awful, wasn't it? You know, why don't we just mark space? That'll do. Yeah, you mark that space just in front of the back post. Oh, don't worry about that. That'll be all right. James, that bloke above King Thomas would have to be God in it. It's Mohamedou Kante from the under 21s. He looks harsh, doesn't he? Who else we got? Jeff. Marshall, Potts and Scarles on the bench is a good sign. Absolutely, it is a very good sign. Who else we got before I go so I can set up? Oh, that's it. We're done. I'll tell you what, people, come and join me on the watch along. I'm on at something like 10 to 8. Do join me. Let's have a laugh. Let's laugh at me when I can't get a link. Well, I know it's going to be on Sky or whatever, but I'm not paying for Sky. You must be kidding. So I'm getting a link. I'll be about 15 minutes behind, but hey, you'll enjoy watching it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. See you.